The legend of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch, has been around for centuries. Tales of a large, hairy, bipedal creature roaming the wilderness have fascinated and terrified people for generations. While many sightings of Bigfoot have been reported throughout North America, some of the most intriguing accounts come from Yellowstone National Park. In 2015, a hiker claimed to have spotted Bigfoot while hiking in Yellowstone. The witness described a large, ape-like creature with shaggy hair and an estimated height of over 7 feet. The sighting occurred near the park's Old Faithful Geyser, a popular tourist attraction. The rangers attempted to track the creature, but lost it in the dense forest. Despite their extensive search, they were never able to find any evidence of the creature. While some may dismiss these sightings as tall tales or hoaxes, many people believe in the existence of the creature. The individual reported feeling both exhilarated and frightened by the experience. While this sighting may seem far-fetched to some, it is not the first time that the creature has been reported in Yellowstone. In fact, there have been several reports of Sasquatch sightings in the park over the years. Many of these sightings have been dismissed as hoaxes or misidentifications of other animals, but some remain unexplained. One of the most famous Bigfoot sightings in Yellowstone occurred in the 1970s. 2 park rangers were on patrol when they spotted a large, hairy creature walking through the woods. They described the creature as being over 7 feet tall, with long arms and a powerful build. Some researchers have dedicated their lives to studying and investigating reports of the creature, and point to the fact that many different cultures around the world have legends of a large, hairy creature similar to Bigfoot, and argue that there must be some truth to the stories. In addition to eyewitness accounts, there is some physical evidence that suggests the creature is in fact genuine. Footprints attributed to the creature have been found in many locations throughout North America, including Yellowstone. These footprints are often much larger than those of any known animal, and appear to show a distinct pattern of 5 toes and a mid-tarsal break, a feature not found in other primates. Despite the intriguing evidence and numerous sightings, there is still no concrete proof of the creature's existence. Many skeptics argue that the creature is simply a myth, and that the reported sightings are either hoaxes or misidentifications of other animals. Others argue that Bigfoot is a real flesh-and-blood creature, but that it has managed to evade capture and scientific study due to its elusive nature. While the truth about the creature may never be known, the legend of this mysterious creature continues to captivate and intrigue people around the world. Yellowstone National Park, with its vast wilderness and remote locations, remains a popular destination for those hoping to catch a glimpse of Sasquatch. Whether the sightings are real or not, the stories of these creatures in Yellowstone will continue to be passed down for generations to come. Interestingly, one Yellowstone National Park ranger shared their encounter on social media. It was a typical day for Ranger Jackson as he patrolled the grounds of Yellowstone National Park. He had seen his fair share of wildlife encounters, from grizzly bears to mountain lions, but what he saw next would shake him to his core. As he was walking through a dense wooded area, he noticed something moving in the distance. It was a large, hairy creature walking on 2 legs. At first, Jackson thought it might be a bear, but as it got closer, he realized it was something much more unusual. The creature was covered in thick brown hair and stood at least 8 feet tall. Its arms were long and muscular, and its face was covered in fur. It had deep-set, dark eyes that seemed to stare right through Jackson. He froze, unsure of what to do. The creature didn't seem aggressive, but it was definitely not something he had ever seen before. As it got closer, he could see that it was a Bigfoot, a creature that many people believed only existed in myths and legends. Jackson watched in awe as the creature passed by him, heading deeper into the woods. He couldn't believe what he had just seen, as he had always been skeptical of Bigfoot sightings, but now he was convinced that they were real. Over the next few days, Jackson couldn't stop thinking about the encounter. He knew that he needed to report it to his superiors, but he was worried about how they would react. After all, these sightings were not something that they typically dealt with in the park. Eventually, he decided to come forward with his story, and he was surprised to find that his superiors were more open-minded than he had expected. In fact, They had received other reports of Bigfoot sightings in the park over the years, but had never been able to confirm them. The park authorities decided to investigate further, setting up cameras and traps in the area where Jackson had seen the creature. They hoped to get photographic evidence of Bigfoot's existence, but their efforts were in vain. Despite their best efforts, no further sightings of the creature was reported. Jackson continued to patrol the grounds, always on the lookout for any signs of the elusive creature. Years passed, and Jackson eventually retired from the park service, but he never forgot the encounter he had with the creature. He knew that he had seen something truly special, something that most people would never have the chance to witness. To this day, Jackson still visits the park from time to time, hoping to catch another glimpse of the creature that had captivated him all those years ago. The earliest report of one of these creatures dates back to the late 19th century. The incident occurred in the area of Ape Canyon, near the base of Mount St. Helens in the state of Washington. The story goes that in 1924, a group of miners were prospecting in the mountains when they claimed to have had an encounter with a group of large, hairy creatures. The miners reported seeing footprints that measured 16 inches in length and 7 inches in width, and were believed to have been made by the creatures. The miners claimed that they were able to follow the footprints for a distance of about 5 miles, and during that time they reported hearing strange noises, such as whoops and screams, coming from the surrounding forest. They also claimed that they saw the creatures at a distance, and that they were covered in long, dark hair. The miners' story became widely publicized in the local newspapers, and it was eventually picked up by the national media. The incident helped to spark interest in the existence of the creature, and led to many other reported sightings of the creature in the years that followed. However, it is worth noting that the story has been met with skepticism by many researchers, who have pointed out inconsistencies in the miners' accounts. For example, some have questioned the fact that the miners claimed to have followed the footprints for such a long distance, given that the area was covered in dense forest and difficult terrain. Despite these doubts, the incident remains an important part of the creature's lore and has contributed to the ongoing fascination. In the years since the Ape Canyon incident, numerous other sightings of the creature have been reported, and many researchers continue to investigate the possibility of its existence. In addition to the Ape Canyon incident, there have been other early reports of Bigfoot, including accounts from Native American tribes in the Pacific Northwest region of the United States. These tribes have long had their own legends and stories about the creature, which they refer to by various names, including Sasquatch and Skookum. One of the most well-known of these legends is the story of the Wild Man of the Woods, which was said to inhabit the forests of the Pacific Northwest. According to the legend, the creature was covered in long, shaggy hair and had a foul odor. It was also said to be very elusive and would only rarely be seen by humans. These early reports of Bigfoot have helped to fuel the ongoing fascination with the creature and have inspired many researchers to continue investigating its existence. Due to the creature's odor, it's caused some researchers to suggest that these are some of the earliest reports of the skunk ape. This large creature is a humanoid believed to inhabit the southeastern United States, particularly in the swamps and wetlands of Florida. The creature is said to be similar in appearance to Bigfoot, but with longer hair and a distinct odor that earned it its nickname. Despite numerous sightings and alleged evidence, the existence of the skunk ape remains unproven, and many skeptics consider it to be a product of folklore. The first recorded sighting of the creature occurred in the late 19th century, when a group of hunters claimed to have seen a large, hairy creature in the Florida wilderness. Since then, there have been numerous sightings and reports of encounters with the creature. Many witnesses describe it as being between 6 and 8 feet tall, with a muscular build and a distinctively foul odor, which some speculate may be a defense mechanism against predators. In addition to eyewitness accounts, there have been several alleged pieces of physical evidence associated with the skunk ape. Footprints claimed to belong to the creature have been found throughout the southeastern United States, with some measuring up to 17 inches in length. In 2000, a grainy video emerged that purported to show the creature in the Florida Everglades. However, the video has been criticized for being unclear and inconclusive. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the legend of the skunk ape continues to persist in Florida and throughout the southeastern United States. Some people have even gone so far as to dedicate their lives to researching the creature and gathering evidence of its existence. However, skeptics argue that the skunk ape is simply a product of folklore, and they point out that many supposed sightings of the creature are from unreliable witnesses or have alternative explanations, such as misidentified animals or hoaxes perpetrated by individuals seeking attention or profit. In addition, they note that despite decades of alleged sightings and evidence, no conclusive proof of the creature's existence has ever been found. As of right now, despite numerous sightings and alleged evidence, its existence remains unproven, and many skeptics remain unconvinced. These creatures have been a topic of interest and speculation for decades. Reports of sightings of the creature have been recorded all over the world, but it seems that Bigfoot encounters in national parks are more common than in any other location. The vast and remote wilderness areas of national parks, with their rugged terrain and dense forests, provide a perfect habitat for the elusive creature. Sightings in national parks are usually reported by hikers, campers, and park rangers. These encounters vary from brief sightings of the creature to more prolonged and detailed observations. While some encounters are frightening and disturbing, others are more benign, with the creature simply being observed from a distance. One common way the creature is encountered in national parks is through tracks or footprints left behind. These tracks are often found in remote areas, away from established trails and roads, and can be difficult to locate. However, when they are found, they provide compelling evidence of the creature's existence. Park rangers and researchers often investigate these tracks, taking plaster casts and measurements, and analyzing them to try to learn more about the creature's behavior and movements. Another way the creature is encountered in national parks is through vocalizations. These sounds can be heard at night when the forest is quiet, and they are often described as high-pitched screams or howls. While some of these vocalizations may be attributed to known animals, others are more mysterious and unexplainable. Some park rangers have even reported seeing the creature with their own eyes. These sightings are usually brief and happen at a distance, with the creature quickly disappearing into the dense forest. Park rangers are often trained in wildlife observation and can identify many animals by their behavior and characteristics, but these creatures remain an enigma. There are also reports of them stealing food and other supplies from campsites in national parks. These encounters are usually frightening for campers, who may wake up in the middle of the night to find their food and gear scattered around the campsite. However, these incidents are rare and are more likely to be caused by other animals, such as bears or raccoons. It is important to note that not all encounters in national parks are real. Many reports are hoaxes or misidentifications of known animals. However, there are a significant number of encounters that are credible and have been investigated by park rangers and researchers. As of right now, these encounters in national parks are fascinating and add to the mystique surrounding the elusive creature. While there is no conclusive evidence of the creature's existence, the reports of encounters in national parks provide an intriguing glimpse into the mysteries of the wilderness. As more research is conducted, perhaps one day we will have definitive proof of its existence. So, what do you make of these unsolved mysteries? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.